I'm Thomasina Lafont with the Ulster County Department of Mental Health. Thanks for joining us to learn about mental health and how we can take care of ourselves and others. In this video, Tara Sanders from YWCA, Ulster, and Girls Inc. will lead us in a brief grounding practice. Then, we'll hear from Joanne Brown of NAMI Mid-Hudson, who will show us a short video on mental health.
Welcome. My name is Tara Sanders, and I'm the Director of Community Outreach and Public Relations for YWCA Ulster County. Additionally, I'm a trauma-informed yoga and mindfulness teacher. Before we proceed with today's video, I invite us to open our session with a short grounding practice to support you and welcome you into the present moment. Whatever you are sitting on, I invite you to shift and move as needed to arrive and land in your seat. If it feels supportive, you're welcome to close your eyes or can choose to keep your eyes open with a soft gaze. Notice the points of contact with your seat and what's touching the ground. May this be a resource for you today and in your daily life. The practice of welcoming yourself, arriving, landing, and noticing the ground that meets you in the present moment. As you're ready, I welcome you to connect with your breath. Meet yourself in the present moment, just where you are today. With curiosity and kindness, notice your breath, your welcoming breath. If it's available to you, I invite you to lengthen your exhale. Notice your inhalation. Perhaps notice the pause between the inhale and the exhale, and practice lengthening your exhalation. I invite you to practice this on your own for a few rounds, noticing where your body is grounded. As you notice where your body and breath are connected and grounded in the present moment, may this serve as a supportive resource for you as we move forward with the rest of today's presentation. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Joanne Brown, and I'm the Program Director and Coordinator for NAMI Mid-Hudson. NAMI is the National Alliance on Mental Illness, which is an organization that's dedicated to improving the lives of individuals living with a mental health condition, as well as their families and friends. NAMI Mid-Hudson serves Ulster and Dutchess counties. We have all experienced a unique set of circumstances and challenges and unexpected changes in our routines and isolation during the COVID-19 pandemic. We want to share a fun and engaging video with you that was created by NAMI Wisconsin. This video will help start the conversation about mental health. It will increase mental health literacy, promote mental wellness, and show the importance of developing positive coping skills to use when our stress and anxiety levels are high. Mental health conditions affect 1 in 5 people. You will learn how to support and help someone who is struggling with a mental health condition. And this is really important because without mental health, we have no health. Enjoy this video.
NAMI is an acronym that stands for National Alliance on Mental Illness, and we are an organization that helps people who are affected by mental illness. Mental illness can sometimes be a tough thing to talk about, so if you need to pause this video or take a break at any point, please feel free to do so. So what is mental illness anyways? A mental illness is a type of illness that you can't see that happens in the brain. Just like physical health, we all have mental health. It's our thinking, our feelings, our emotions, and our moods. Feeling down, sad, or stressed is a normal part of life, just like it's normal to feel happy, confident, and carefree sometimes. We all have positive and negative emotions that come and go based on what's happening around us. When you start feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or stressed out, it's a good idea to check in with your mental health and practice some positive coping skills. Coping skills are tools you can use to help you handle difficult emotions, decrease stress, and maintain positive mental health. Some helpful coping skills you can try include deep breathing, coloring, reading, or a mental health check-in. Let's try a mental health check-in right now. Look at this thermometer. Are you feeling tired blue, calm green, nervous yellow, upset orange, or out of control red? If you are red, orange, or yellow, it would be a good idea to use a coping skill to try to relax. Now that we know a little bit more about mental health and coping skills, let's talk about the difference between mental health and mental illness. A mental illness is an illness that affects the way people think, behave, feel, or interact with others. There are many different types of mental illnesses, and they have different symptoms that impact people's lives in different ways. A lot of people live with a mental illness. In fact, 1 in 5 people, that's 20%, will be diagnosed with a mental illness in their lifetime. The other 4 out of 5 people will know a friend or family member that is living with a mental illness. So this affects everyone. Have you ever broken a bone? What did you do? You went to the doctor to get an x-ray, and they put your arm in a cast. Breaking a bone is common, and no one told you to just snap out of it as if you could control whether or not it was broken. How about when you're sick with the flu? You take time off to rest, take care of yourself, and maybe even go to the doctor. No matter how hard you try, you can't use the power of your mind to mend bones or cure illness. Like a malfunctioning traffic light turning the wrong color and messing up traffic, mental illnesses are sometimes caused by chemical imbalances in the brain, causing signals to be disrupted. They can make it hard to do things like homework, chores, and hanging out with your friends. Support friends with mental illness the same way in which you would support a friend with a broken arm. Let's review some common mental illnesses. When someone feels sad almost all the time when they're in a happy environment, they might live with a mental illness called depression. Living with depression feels like there's a rain cloud stuck over your head that keeps pouring down on you, but no one else can see it. Everyone feels sad sometimes, but when you're sad all the time, you should reach out to a trusted adult for help. Another example of a mental illness is when someone feels nervous or scared, even in the calmest of situations. This is called anxiety. While everyone may get nervous over a test or a big event, a person who lives with anxiety has a hard time enjoying life like they should because their intense fears and worries get in the way. People who live with a mental illness aren't choosing to feel this way. In fact, they can't control it any more than you can control having a sore throat. And to get better, they need to reach out and ask for help. Telling a trusted adult, including a parent, teacher, grandparent, or school counselor that you don't feel well is the first step. Most people who live with a mental illness get better. They can talk to someone like a therapist, learn a new coping skill, or even take medication from a doctor. A very brave person can live with anxiety, and a person who appears happy can be living with depression. If you think you may have a mental illness, do not be afraid to go to the doctor or talk to a trusted adult. You are not weak, it is not your fault, and you are not alone. Let's recap what we learned today. First, 1 in 5 people live with a mental illness, so it's pretty common. Second, we all have mental health. Check in on yours every now and again. Third, finding coping skills that work for you to help you feel better is crucial in keeping positive mental health. Fourth, if you're not feeling well, ask for help from a trusted adult. And finally, support someone living with a mental illness the same way you support someone with a broken arm. There are people all around you with mental illnesses leading normal lives. By talking about mental illness and supporting each other, we can heal minds as easily as we heal bones.